Michael McCarthy's got two in the Saturday Stakes card. Let's start with the Grade 2 Toyota Bluegrass and Rombauer, who ran decently here against Essential Quality last fall. What do you remember about that effort?
His Breeders' Cup race was a little bit better than it looked on paper. Took a lot of dirt that day. Didn't really get the trip we were expecting. He's a horse. He's a little bit tricky to ride in that he does not have a whole lot of tactical speed. He kind of places himself and comes with a late run. I think we saw that here, especially in the El Camino Real Derby, where he was so far back and was able to get up in the last jump. I don't expect something like that to happen on Saturday. Although from a pace scenario, when you look at the form, obviously Essential Quality in there and one or two others, that are very, very good. But the race is devoid of a lot of pace. I could see them going a very pedestrian half mile. My horse is a little bit up against it in that sort of a scenario, but he's doing as well as I could ask him to be doing. He will run his race.
Tell me about the effort on the synthetic up at Golden Gate, and then did you have this spot picked out even before you ran there?
The race up at Golden Gate was, although it looked visually impressive, him being so far back and getting up in the last jump, kind of wasn't really how I had it planned out on paper. It just kind of worked out that way. A mile and an eighth, first time out off of a 3-month layoff, and to run as well as he did, I was very pleased with him. I don't see a whole lot of distance limitations for him. That was on a synthetic surface, so he is now won on the turf, been graded stakes place on the dirt, and a winner on the synthetic. Don't know where it leads to after this week, but my owner's had it in the back of his mind to take a cut. We had a couple of races we were nominated to, the Wood Memorial and such. And this is kind of the direction he wanted to go in. I can't say it's a bad move. As I said earlier, his race over the racetrack and Breeders' Cup was pretty good. So I'm happy to be there.
You got Saninas in the Grade 1 Madison, and that last race kind of looked like a breakout in the La Cañada. What was impressive about what she did?
Very good performance that day. I thought her race in Churchill Downs before she headed back to California was very good. She's a filly we've always thought highly of. I was very excited to run her here in the Beholder at Grade 1 a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, management decided to close the racetrack for a couple of days due to a minimal amount of rain. She unfortunately tied up and could not participate in the Beholder just from some muscle cramping and some general just not training as well as I would have liked the day before. Anytime you get to run in a Grade 1 at Keeneland, it's a pretty big deal. Wish we were drawn a little bit farther outside. A couple of good fillies in there. I think she belongs with these, so I'm excited to lead her over there. Have Javier Castellano ride her. Hopefully we get a little lucky there this weekend.
And lastly, what about for Saninas, the cut back to one turn? How do you feel about that?
Not by design. 2-turn race here was in the books in the Beholder. There was nothing that really that I thought suited her within the next week or two. I thought the spacing to this is good. If she were to jump up and run well in here, you've got a race like the La Troyenne, I believe Derby Week, which is a mile and a 16th. Certainly will attract quite a few good fillies as well. But the turnback doesn't really bother me. She's run anywhere from 6 furlongs to, I believe, like a mile and a quarter in her native Chile. So she's a filly that just shows up and runs hard every time.
Best of luck with both horses on Saturday.
Thanks, Tom.